talking about what you're walking on, the beach, that's the beach. It's what the waves will break over. So in Encuentro, we've got a nice flat bit of reef or rock. Encuentro is where we surf, beaching surf. Yeah. So that, you could say that that would be like a reef break. Within reef breaks you have soft reef, in the sense that it's covered in sand, and then it's dead. There's no fish like on it, there's no live corals or anything really. That's the nicer kind of reef, because like in Hawaii again, the ideal example, there's a lot of live reefs there, and you get cut with that, then you sort of get out of the water and sort of you've got to scrub it all out with lime and sort of really disinfect it. Whereas here you can sort of just cut yourself a little bit and you won't get, the chances you get an infection, there it is, are a lot lower because there's no really live bacteria sort of going on into the skin. So we're looking at Encuentro because we've got a soft reef and it's nice and flat, it's dead. So you'd say a reef break would be quite consistent because as that north swell comes in, say, it's going to hit the same bit of rock that's been there for thousands of years and it's going to make the wave break in a similar fashion, whether it's the main peak, the mid peak where we surf, or the far right hand sort of peak,
Coco's Pipe.
And that's why you can sort of name these peaks because the reef is there constantly, and if you've got a north swell, these waves are going to just come and hit that same bit of reef every time, forming a right or a left hander. So that's why a reef break would be good. Often with reef breaks though, it's shallow. But here, it's not too shallow. So then we have beach breaks. Those are it's a whole different type of surfing because sometimes you've got a lot of shore break before you get out to the waves. You've just got a steep beach and there'll be some, the sand bars can move around with big storms, big swells coming through, the sand will shift. You're talking about having sand banks there, whereas a bank of sand will build up in an area, sometimes in a favourable area, sometimes in a not so favourable area. And so then when the swell comes in there, instead of hitting rock to make a jack up, it's going to hit these sandbanks. And with these sandbanks moving around, you couldn't say it would be as consistent over the years, say, or over the months, over the season of surfing. And usually with beach breaks, they can be quite nice and deep. They also sort of, you could say they're fast and punchy. But I won't go too much into it. Then finally you've got like a point break. See if I can draw that.
There's also a movie, Point Break.
Great movie.
There's a movie called Point Break, yeah.
Patrick Swayze's in that movie.
And Keanu, right?
Keanu.